Hey fellas, I just wanted to do a video on Des Bryant. Try to make this a short one, but people say, "Oh, Des Bryant's talent has declined." I don't believe that at all. I really don't. This year I saw Des Bryant drag about 15 dudes in the end zone. It was one of the first games. I know there's not 15 dudes, literally, but 4 or 5 dudes in the end zone. And the thing of it is think about how Tony Romo was with Des Bryant. Des Bryant will never be the same, not because he's not just as skilled, but he doesn't have a Tony Romo throwing him the ball. Dak Prescott spreads that ball around. He doesn't look at any receiver any different than any other receiver. I mean, he throws to Cole Beasley all the time. Cole Beasley is a short guy, obviously not as athletic as Des Bryant, you know, and he makes it work. Dak Prescott doesn't really think about how good is this guy, how good is that guy. You know, Romo was a totally different type of guy. You know, see, not saying Romo was that much better than Dak Prescott, but Romo was a different type of quarterback. He knew what receivers could do what. You know what I'm saying? Like, not that he was a great thrower. I mean, he was a great thrower, but he would realize if a guy is athletic and he would throw that jump ball for him. And Dak Prescott is just not that type of guy, and I don't recommend Dak Prescott trying to become that way. Either it comes natural to you or you don't, or it doesn't. Dak Prescott, if he were to learn how to be that type of jump ball, and then if it's a speedy guy, throw it way out in front of him and throw different throws to the speedy guys and different throws to the possession catch guys, it would take too long for him to learn that. He needs to continue to get better in what he already does. So I don't think it would be beneficial to him. I think he would throw a bunch of bad balls, maybe get a couple picks trying to recreate what Romo did. And I saw him do that last year, and I thought, man, what is he doing? That's not the type of quarterback Dak Prescott is. And I don't think that's good for him to be that way. You know, uh, Romo, not saying he was better, but he just had a really sixth sense of when Des Bryant was open and where to throw him the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, Dak Prescott can throw the same type of jump ball that Romo used to throw, but Romo knew when it would work. You know what I'm saying? Because he was a different type of quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Romo was just a different type of guy. Romo threw more interceptions. He was looser with the ball. I mean, because really he couldn't scramble. So he would just launch it and launch it and launch it, I like the way Dak Prescott scrambles sometimes. Uh, so I don't want him to be that type of quarterback that uh, Tony Romo was. But Des Bryant will never get the volume of throws and the types of throws that he got. Tony Romo was best buddies with Des Bryant. That's just the way he did it. The other receivers, not so much, but he would pick a few receivers and he would be best buddies with them. And Dak Prescott is not that type of guy. And that's one thing I like about Dak Prescott. Because we had a lot of guys on our roster when we had Tony Romo, like, what was it, Patrick Creighton. We had a lot of guys that I thought were really good that didn't get the ball that much. Because in Romo's mind, Des Bryant was that much better than everyone else. Jason Witten was on another level. You know what I mean? If he thought you were good, he thought you were really good. In fact, better than you actually were. And that's what, to me, resulted in some of his interceptions. But see, Dak Prescott, he has no problem throwing it with the number 6 or number 7 guy on the depth chart. And he'll make it work. Like Butler. Freaking Dak Prescott made it work with Butler. Cole Beasley is our third wide receiver. He made it work with him. What third wide receiver did we have under Romo that he really made work? He really wanted to get it to Williams. He knew Williams was good. He got it to him. Towards the end of the year, he got it to him several times, and Williams made some good runs. Williams is a speed guy, and that's what I like about him, because always with Romo, I thought he should get it to those guys more. So, anyways, though, so that's my opinion. Dez Bryant is still just as talented. It's just he has a different quarterback. So he'll never get that high volume of throws, and he'll never get that one-on-one time and all that stuff that Romo gave him. And I don't I don't really think it's a bad thing, you know. Uh, so anyways, though, that's my opinion. Thank you very much.